Aloha, this is Matt Darnell with ComTel.Cloud. ComTel.Cloud is up in the sky. Joined as always with Mr. Greg Jackson. We're coming to you from 250 feet below the ground. It's up there, 250 feet, here at Battery 405 at the Pacific Rim Data Bunker here on fabulous Oahu. And we are in Kailua on the windward side of Oahu. We're going to be talking our weekly talk about some real interesting stories that we found out there in the world. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Jackson, why don't you talk about the first one you found there?
This is interesting. So I heard this on the news this morning.
So I am a Libra.
You are?
So is this partner with me?
So it's especially designed for people
Great.
that are Libras.
With birthdays around October time frame?
Is that when Libra is?
Yes.
Okay. What is a Libra? What does it mean?
We Libras are very even balanced. We're the scale. Very even. We're not like the Pisces.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Not like the Pisces. What's wrong with Pisces?
That's the fish, right?
I
Are you a Pisces?
Yeah.
Well, that's what's wrong with the Pisces. We discovered right away. That did not take long. All right.
So they're supposed to have like a balanced approach to currency. So their investors are pretty huge. There's some of them that are in the cryptocurrency world.
I mean, they are huge. I mean, these partners here. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. I mean, yeah, from
you get financial companies like Visa.
Yeah, huge. I mean, MasterCard, no, that's the same company. Uber and Lyft.
Yep.
I mean,
PayPal,
PayPal.
That's huge.
eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Did eBay still own PayPal, or did they spin that off?
I don't know. I haven't heard them splitting off. I have a feeling they're still connected.
So I'm not sure what Anchorage is or Zappo, but I mean, Facebook is the the one name on there that they have got the muscle, advertising muscle, to go ahead and do that.
Have you tried transferring money within Facebook?
I have not.
This is really interesting. So
I've used the marketplace.
Like, you mean where they advertise stuff and then you buy things?
Where you can sell things, yeah.
Okay, so that's like
yeah.
like people kind of post stuff and then you say, yeah, I want to buy it.
Right.
You can pay people within Facebook. So I'll send money to like family members or whatever. Like if they come here, if like family members come here and like a cousin wants to send me money for their for their daughter or to buy gifts and take gifts back home, there's no charge. There's no that's pretty.
How do
awesome.
they get the money?
It's connected to your bank account.
So they have got to give Facebook their
bank information.
Where are they not
connected?
Had their hooks in.
That's why Google I'm waiting for Google to buy out Facebook because all that intel is pretty valuable.
I don't know if they'd let that happen.
Facebook?
No.
Oh, they
no,
would.
No. If the regulators, there's just two. It's like
Google's not social media.
I mean, then the NSA would buy both of them.
See, and NSA doesn't actually want to put their name on it. They'll just keep feeding them money.
Right.
That's how that works.
And like blockchain technology. So does that mean that part of the terms and condition of Facebook, when you're on their site, you're going to be doing CPU work for them? That's the cost of Facebook.
Yeah,
I mean, because there are those job applets now that
run
you go
the
to
background.
they run the background. Yeah. Whenever you're looking at Facebook, you're going to be doing work for them. That kind of stuff.
Why is Facebook so slow? Because you're crypto mining.
Yeah.
So this is pretty interesting. I mean, they've got a lot of backers. It did affect the stock this morning. It's kind of been up and down. I'm really interested to see how it takes off. But I think you're going to see a lot of the cryptocurrency folks kind of bailing and jumping on this bandwagon.
You mean the Bitcoin people?
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, why? I wonder. Remember, head in Geneva, Switzerland. What's their point, though? I mean, what are they trying to do?
Make it easy. I mean, that's why if you go to their like the home screen, they're trying to make it easy for everybody to be able to share. They want it to be equitable. A ton of problems with regular cryptocurrency is who's managing it, how volatile is it,
but
how stable is it?
How is it different than PayPal? Is it just a transfer money, or
is it exchange? You can exchange it across. I believe. My understanding is limited. I just think when you get this many backers that have that kind of credibility, this has probably got a likelihood of work. And I really have experienced Facebook's money transfer. I really like it. Yeah. I'm really shocked that there's no fee.
It's just people be able to send, receive, spend, and secure their money.
Yeah.
Right? It probably won't fail immediately, but
you're not buying it.
Well, it's just like Facebook, right? It's free.
Yeah.
But
At what
what's
cost? Yeah.
what right? What are they getting at? They're getting something out of it, and we people should assume that, you know, if you're not paying for a product, you are the product,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So we'll certainly keep our eye on that, and I wonder if it will be like Bitcoin, where you know you can download a miner and get Libra. Is it Libra coins? I'm not sure how it is going to work. Who's going to do the work for them, like people do for Bitcoin?
Sure.
But no, this is huge news, and this came out today, right?
Yeah. This
It's
morning.
huge. So, and you think Facebook stock was affected?
Oh yeah, they were talking about the stock was. A lot of people don't think, from what I've been reading, a lot of people don't think that this is really Facebook's main core business, and they don't understand why they're investing in it.
That makes sense.
So-
So today it was down from what opened at 194 down to about 6.
Yeah.
So 180. What is that?
88.
188. Yeah. So that's what is that 5% or something.
Yeah.
Then after hours got that. But yeah. Anyway, so we will definitely keep our eye on that.
Very interesting.
With that, yeah. What else we got?
So Galaxy Note 10, as you know, I'm a bit of a Note fanboy.
So how many notes have you owned? Note 2, Note 3, Note 4, Note 5.
Yeah, I think 5 is as low as I go.
So you start with the Note 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and you've owned them in succession.
Yeah, except for the Magic blow up one.
That was the
7.
Was
I
that the
think.
Note or was that the Galaxy that blew up?
I thought it was a Note. Yeah,
Okay, because
because my kids have the regular Galaxy S's or whatever.
okay.
Yeah,
So the Note 7 was the one that blew up.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
They
I
skipped one, and then the other one had a battery problem. So.
and you're not happy with your Note 9.
No, I'm happy with it.
Okay, because when you first got it, I remember you very unhappy with it.
Yeah,
Maybe underwhelmed might be,
Yes.
might be a better word
Yes, I was happy with it. I mean, really, the only thing that I really got, the two things that really stuck out that I liked was the pen. Pen was better, so I could take
for that. How
pictures.
often do you use your pen?
Oh, dude, I use it like in the last year like once. It's
All the
totally-
time. All the
it's-
time.
It's all the one
So
time.
you can click it, and that's the see.
And you can take a picture. Yeah.
I've got a Note.
You can do it all day long. It's not going to work.
So
Yours has to be gold. No, the little button. Do you have a button on yours?
I don't.
See how it's only been a year and I
Oh,
forgot.
I do have a button.
Yeah, so
You
that
see the
button,
little button right there. There's
and
a
that button, if I push the button on mine,
it takes a picture.
yeah. So
So that's a Note 9, and really looking at it, which one's the Note 9, which one's the Note 8?
yeah, that's what I'm
I-
saying. It's like
Oh, exactly the same text.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably the latest.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so you're underwhelmed with the Note 9,
Yeah.
but you are going to be doing it, getting the Note 10. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll certainly do a.
I definitely unbox and
Oh, yeah.
because I'll have both phones for a little while.
So you got the 8, 9, and the 10. Put them side by side, and we'll do some speed tests, CPU,
Little
stuff.
PUBG.
Yeah, lots of PUBG. Come on.
So that was the second reason that I liked it because the processor.
Right.
So they're supposed to have the 800 series processor,
Mhm.
Snapdragon. So that's good. That's a big deal.
Huge thing. No headphones jack.
Yeah,
That's a game changer for me. I hate Bluetooth. They're always cutting out just a little bit.
yeah.
You know, one song you'll get a 1 second, half a second dropout. I can't stand it.
Yeah, some of that's the deck or the device you're connecting to, and so it's got to match relatively evenly on the Bluetooth version, and then that'll help. But like my deck on my Jeep is horrible.
Oh, I'm talking about the portable headphones.
Oh, my Bose are awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't. Are they the over ear?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the little ones. That.
Oh,
And I've used high end Beats. I mean, and it's just
there is a little bit of a delay though from the phone to the headset. That part I don't like. But
if you're watching a video or something.
if you're gaming, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That should
okay.
be.
And it says it's a massive 6.75 inch screen.
There's two versions. So there's
Okay.
a Pro and a regular one, and I think it's a difference of about a half an inch.
How big are they going to get?
I think I have to work with the Levi Strauss company and determine what a pocket will fill.
It's, I mean, literally, how much bigger? You know, by the time you get to Note 20, is it going to be? Well, by then you imagine it's a fold 4 times and
That
it's origami and it turns into a
that fold one
cube.
did not do very
Yeah,
well.
no, did not do good at all. But you would think in the next 20 years they'll have that technology down. But yeah, so this might be the last huge screen phone
Could be.
Samsung ever makes.
I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities with the growth and development of hardware, software, and PCs, and the hardware, software with phones.
Yeah, it looks like 3 lenses there.
Yeah.
So it's one telephoto, one's normal, and one's HDR. I wonder.
think they work with each other.
So they can take the 3 pictures at
Yeah.
the same time and kind of mesh them.
Because I've been messing, as you know, my other phone's a Moto X, and I've been looking at the Pixel 3 as well. The Pixel 3 regular one, I can't believe they're selling that one for $399. But there's a lot of things that I like. I mean, I use the camera a lot. It's a big deal for me.
Okay, yeah. So August 7th. So we got about a month and a half to wait for that. Okay. So here we got the Stadia. Now we're in Hawaii, and this is kind of stinks. Not available
That's
in Hawaii.
a drag. Yeah.
I don't understand why. I mean, it's a cloud service. Is it just latency?
It's got to be latency.
Yeah, coming across the ocean.
I mean, I got to believe that hopefully in the next, year after launch that they'll open up in Hawaii, but they haven't even opened yet.
So what is the Stadia?
So it's basically online gaming. I get the feeling that it's trying to do, it's trying to bring together all the apps and then try to make it so you don't have to. I think it's going to it might even get rid of the console. So I think they're looking for a ubiquitous way to deploy gaming. So you could game on a phone, regardless of resolution. They want to give you 60 frames per second, 4K video. So as long as your device can, get the data stream and display those two things, then you'll be able to play, whether it's your TV, computer, monitor, bring everyone together.
Without a console, you can also play across laptops, desktops, the Pixels. And I guess it comes with this Chromecast here that you plug HDMI.
They're probably they're probably using that to channel the video stream.
Yeah.
It's almost like distributed computing to me.
I mean, how are they getting 60 frames per second?
That's crazy.
4K.
I don't even know if the eyes can see that much. I thought standard TV was like 32.
Right, but 35 meg. I mean, there are still people in this country that have like 7x1. So it's just certainly not
5G, man.
Right now, you would think test your connection. I wonder what site that takes you to. Their own
Google. I know. Yeah, it's probably the Google Fiber.
I've never done this. Projectstream.google.com. See, like right now, they're building their database based on testing people that have gone there. They figured, they're in Hawaii. They can't handle it.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Latency here has always been trouble. But there's latency from California, New York too.
But I mean, I wonder how many data centers they have
in between
East Coast, West Coast, based on they'll have a high performance gaming experience. So they said not available in Hawaii. Will they block Hawaii, like geo block?
Ooh, that'd be great. I could turn on my my VPN and trick them.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Wait, that's the number one way to get a horrible gaming experience there. So yeah. Anyway, I think it's exciting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And is there power in HDMI?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
No.
So
you got to get the power from somewhere else because the HDMI stuff that I've used from like the laptop, the wireless HDMI stuff, you've got to have the device has to use USB to power it.
So this either needs external power, or I don't know, maybe HDMI 2.1 or something has. I don't know that it ever will have power.
Isn't that the thing for the Chromecast?
This is a Chromecast, right? So when you plug it into
my
the
Chromecast
TV,
uses USB right now.
Oh, so you have two connections.
Yeah.
One, no, they left that cord
I
out.
use an old BlackBerry charger.
Yeah, all you need is five volts.
Yeah.
5 volts. And I guess they would put that in the box. You assume they would have that, and this probably charges the same kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really an ugly controller. I mean, it's so basic.
I think it's a throwback, right?
I mean, it's a D-pad with the 2 sticks. I mean, since Nintendo, it's just looked like that. You think is that the ultimate for that?
Isn't that the same one they use in the military for drones?
I don't know.
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably got 2 trigger buttons and I don't see any thumb buttons though. But yeah,
Mhm.
anyway, it should be very exciting to do that without a console. And you know, the PlayStation folks, the Xbox folks, they're just freaking out. You know, if
Yeah.
you don't need that console to render it for you. So is this rendering happening? Because if the rendering is happening in that controller, you know what kind of CPU it must
No,
have?
it's not the controller. That's what I'm saying. I think it's distributed computing.
So you think all the rendering is happening there?
Yeah, so the central computer is processing all the calculations, and then they're displaying it, and only the actions I think are getting sent. You're getting video sent to you, and then you're getting so it wouldn't be distributed computing; it'd be central computing. Yeah,
So it's just streaming a picture of you. Stream.
and your console
God.
moves.
That's cray.
Yeah.
You know how much bandwidth they got to have on the other side? If 100,000 people
Oh yeah.
need 35 meg, I mean,
Each channel.
and I guess they just want to sell the game. I mean, how much was it? 100 and something? I had the price pre 129 bucks plus shipping.
Because you're using your own monitor, you know.
But I mean, an Xbox with one controller is way more than that,
Oh yeah.
right? And there's more to
Maybe
break.
like a grand into a 80, 100 gig.
They're
device.
interesting. Anyway, so that we'll really see what happens on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that I think is going to be more and more an issue, where someone and we've seen this in the news where like some terrorists does something and they want to get access to their phone, and so this
You can't just cut their finger off and put. Well, yeah, I guess it's
yeah.
probably a little harsh.
Yeah, maybe there's probably a law against that maybe somewhere, but this person's mother died and they wanted to get all her pictures, all the things off the phone, and you only have 10 times for the phone bricks. For that's standard Apple, right? You have 10 tries. So they first said, oh, they could guess. So for the first 4 or 5, they were real haphazard. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's try this. And by the time they got to 5, they were all, wait a minute, we need to be a little more strategic.
Getting close
So
to
they're
smoke.
exactly just to just do a factory reset. Right?
Yeah.
So they from trying everything, recreating her life, finding address books, going through them, looking for where she jotted passwords, and they finally ended up by cracking into her iCloud account and sending a reset code to her phone, but they had to put the SIM card in another phone that could take over. Anyway, so it was a huge deal, but they spent all this time, and is that good?
There were 2 pictures in there.
I didn't talk about what was
Both
in
food.
it, but yeah, exact food, right? her last meal, but that kind of a thing. I mean, if my son died or my wife died, I know their passwords, but if they change them or something like that,
Sync to the cloud, man.
but even that, you gotta crack. Anyway, if you don't know the password,
Yeah.
how do you say I should have rights? I mean, now they have probate. There's a legal process you can go through to get people's worldly assets. When I die, I have a will. Right? Should I be able to say in my will that if I die, I give Samsung or whomever permission to crack this open
We are living in
for
goofy
my
times, yeah.
son? I mean, this is the information on this could be worth more than the information on my house, right? So I think that's going to become huge, where people need to say, who do I give permission to open all my things?
So like for my password keeper, I have a backup person if something doesn't happen. That's what I did.
So they know everything.
They have access to it, assuming, and I don't know exactly how it works, but they have access to it, yeah, to every password I have.
Well, I could see something where, like, if you haven't logged in 3 months, you haven't logged in,
Yeah.
then their password becomes active, because you're either being held hostage somewhere,
I
or
use 2-factor, so maybe it tries to ask me, and if I don't respond,
if you're
I should
dead,
try it.
you're dead.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
in real life, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then what?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's just going to be a huge problem. Again,
Yeah.
we've spent thousands of years figuring out how to move cars and money and houses and property from the dead to the living, And the information on these phones, it's going to be something we're going to see in the future.
Yeah.
There will be a backup plan.
So what was the outcome?
They got into it.
They found
I don't
out.
even remember what they found on it. It says to work in a crowd. I've looked. I haven't looked at them after 6 months. They went through the ringer to crack it open, looking through digital life, remembering. Oh, what a tease! I don't even talk about it, but yeah, it was really a hard thing
Wow.
for them to get to. But the point being that we need to figure out a way to let that information go.
Because I still have people I know that passed away on Facebook, and I still get reminders of them every year,
Yeah.
birthdays.
But what does it take to close that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Act of Congress, practically.
Yeah.
So this is something when I grew up. I'm 50 years old, right? So
You don't look a day over 40.
47 and a half. But my father would always tell me, "You're gonna be deaf by the time," and he's still amazed when because I can't believe how good your hearing is, how loud you listen to music. But we never had earbuds. We always had the Sony Walkman, the little over-the-ear kind, and the big clamshell kind. And now Apple's trying to save my hearing after I spent years trying to ruin it. I worry about my kids. Like when they were growing up, I would not buy them earbuds. They could only have the over-the-ear kind.
What was that?
Hello? Yeah, I can't hear you. Right. So now.
So I think what you're saying is the earbuds that go inside are worse. They cause more damage.
I had no idea to that, but it was just that kind of a thing. So now they're trying to. It says 12.5% of children between the ages of 19, have some form of noise-induced hearing loss. These are kids.
Oh, is that why my kids don't listen to me?
That's one reason. Right? That's not the big reason, but that is one reason. So they're going to start limiting these things and making them, but it's like, why make them go that loud? It's an artificial limiter. But now
I actually like it because sometimes when I'm in a server room and I got to crank that speakerphone up, I need that volume. I mean,
there are times for sure.
Yeah.
So it'll. I mean, when's it going to start thinking for you? That's louder than you should have it based on the environment.
Stop it.
So all these things I think are going to get smarter to help us protect us from ourselves. This was something I thought was really neat. An 8-inch tablet. It's out of stock because it just flew off the shelves for $64.
Is it missing a digit?
Something, right? A 1 or 2 in front of it.
Yeah.
8-inch tablet, and I mean, don't expect a lot, but for $64, like if you look at 800 by 1280, 2 gigs of RAM, that's huge. It's got a camera in there.
What are you running on this thing?
What's Android?
No, I mean, what do you use it for?
I mean, if you just wanted to store movies on there, is there a SD card?
It says 16 gig ROM. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, why would it be that wrong? So internet.
This is like almost...
So it's got Wi-Fi. So you can listen to music, games. Yes, so 16 gigs. You can put 4 or 5 movies on there. So if you were gonna take,
you think it has the video, like a GPU to do that?
I mean, I wouldn't expect a lot.
I wonder what the reviews are.
Like here I've got a. I think this iPad was $1,200, right? If you're are you worried about where you take it, where it goes, who's got it? I mean, if you go on a trip, and even going to the beach, right? You want to watch, you want to set something anywhere public.
What do you do on that?
What do I do on that?
Yeah.
Well, it looks good.
You
right there.
Walk in and go, I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah, but for that, I mean, if you lost that, I mean,
does this have a pin jack?
Like for a headphones?
Yeah. You know what I've been looking at?
What's that?
You could use this for like partnering up with Square and use it as a cash machine or like a checkout machine.
Let's look this side here. I'm not seeing a pin jack.
I wonder how they do audio.
Let's see, 2D. It's got the speaker. Android 9, model color navy blue. nice. Members not know to do anything with. Again, $64. I mean,
Yeah, but $64 to do what? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you turn this thing into? Like,
Yeah.
is it going to do a web
Like-
browser? Is it going to do YouTube?
Oh, well, I mean, like for if
Netflix?
you had a small child, you want to give them something they could watch their, Thomas the Tank Engine kind of things. I think it'd be great.
That's what your phone's for.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use it for my daily driver.
Of
at
course,
all.
right.
Absolutely not. But for a tablet, 8-inch. I mean, battery life is probably horrible. I'm not seeing anything about if it has a jack or not.
Yeah, Square only has a pin jack for Android devices, and they only have the Lightning cable for Apple. So once the pin jacks go away, I don't know what
it's probably
Square's
Bluetooth.
going to do. That costs
I mean, 'cause
more.
Yeah, I mean,
$50 versus free.
That'll be their own only
Yeah.
option. But anyway, so this kind of thing. So there
Interesting.
are good deals out there, and it's
Should we get one?
cheap. Well, I was going to buy one right when I saw it, but they were literally out of stock this morning. So again, it's not going to be like this tablet right here, this Tab A. Let's see how much that costs.
Oh, it's Samsung.
$89.
Wow. That's 8 gigs. Is that RAM?
Right. So it has half the RAM. Different price.
What, 1 gig of RAM?
It might be that one might be used that price, but yeah. So anyway. So if you need Samsung, your daily driver, definitely don't do anything like this one here. But anyway, great
Interesting.
deal. There are great deals to be had out there.
Good find. How'd you
Okay.
find it?
I'm West. I get some every night. I look for deals.
Oh, okay.
They had that there, yeah. So this is something that really makes me think of how many two-factor authentication, where I log in and then it sends me a text to do that. And this guy here, they didn't physically steal a SIM card. They called T-Mobile and got his number moved to their SIM card.
Oh.
So you just need to
So a
know
little social hack then.
a few things
Yeah.
about the person to do that. So then once they were getting their phone calls, more importantly their texts, they could go in and say, I want to reset my password.
Mm-hmm.
And where does it send the reset password code to?
Mm-hmm.
For your email. To your phone.
Yeah.
And then he was getting their text. So then they can use that to get into your email. Once they get into your email, they can get into your bank account. Once they get in all his Facebook and Twitter and all those kind of things. So it's made me really think about using texting as my two-factor authentication, because I think as long as I've got this in my hand, I'm going to be good. But that in this world, that is not good enough. I mean, there needs to be, I don't know how they can build the biomechanics. I mean, it does have the fingerprint reader, but how does that integrate all the way to the cloud and have those kind of things? So
I like my YubiKey because you can use it, the NFC. You can marry it to the device. You can make sure that you're there. So even with
so when you're logging in online,
so depending on whether or not they offer it, they will ask like if you're online, I've got the YubiKey uses USB. And then you gotta just press the button, or if you're on your phone, you can use NFC on the back. But not all authentication processes.
what's YubiKey? You have it with you?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
They're probably $30-$40.
Okay.
They're pretty cheap.
Which pocket?
It's the one that doesn't have the phablet.
Right, there you go.
So it's this guy right here.
Go ahead and put that up to the camera.
Yeah.
The blue one.
There we go.
So that plugs into
stick it
USB?
in. Yep, and it's also NFC.
Okay.
And you just press this little button, and then there's like a long string that it uses,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it.
What's the string out of?
The string is made out of
Nylon or
it's
fishing line?
multi-cord
Oh, okay, great.
strands of
Kevlar.
gold.
Right. And frankincense. Okay. Now this is a different story that I don't think a lot of people know about, and this is something we use for some of our clients that are they need 1 or 2 workstations, but that there is so much used equipment out there that a lot of times, like this guy bought these Xeons off of eBay. You can buy 4 or 5 of them for half the price of what a new machine would buy. So if it breaks, as long as you're using the cloud for most things and you have good storage,
Yeah.
it breaks, okay, you're going to recycle it and you put the next one in. So definitely on eBay here, if I just click this link, I don't know where it's going to take me, but here it is. All these, RAM you can upgrade. I mean, there's no warranty. They might come without a hard drive. You just got to look at the specs there, but just something that would have cost $3,000 or $4,000, these workstations 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Now you can get for $50. So it's amazing. If you don't need the absolute latest and greatest, but something that'll play games real well and cruise the internet for the normal person, it's going to work fine. Definitely. And you probably already heard about this, but this is just the flaw. The RDP one, this blue keep, and they're saying, the NSA. I don't know if you got that email.
I got the NIST one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, really? It's that bad? Yeah. So we certainly updated all of our clients. Yeah, it's been out for about a week now, but yeah, it's definitely a huge thing. So if you have an RDP server, a terminal server, on the outside world that people can get into it, you definitely want to have this. Any server, does not matter for that kind of thing, but you're especially vulnerable if you have that there. So definitely that is a real big issue. So I want to thank you for joining us here on our Tech Talk. This is a weekly show we do. We go over some really cool stuff we see out there. So if you go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when we have our next video out. Any last words?
No, this is great.
All right, appreciate it. Again, coming to you from 250 feet below the earth. Have a great
It's
day.
a lot of pressure.
A lot of time and pressure. Aloha.